Hello, this is update 8, and it's December the 2nd, and it's been a little while since we've done one of these, mainly because we've been kind of playing a waiting game, although certain things have happened, and you know, some of those have been actually quite exciting, but there's been an awful lot of sitting around and waiting.
I think we're both suffering from stress a bit.
Yeah.
If you've ever bought a house or had a house built or something, that's sort of comparable to what we're going through, really. I mean, it's a boat.
Yes.
It's sort of, it's constantly there in the back of your head, what's happening. And,
yeah, there's just this general sense
all
that...
the stuff we need to do.
Yeah.
And it's just waiting and waiting and waiting. And
I think we'll be an awful lot happier
when we have the boat.
when it's there at the marina. I mean, there's going to be a ridiculous amount to do once it's there and at the marina, but
we'll be able to get on with it.
Yes. Crossing that hurdle is going to be very, very nice. Since we last spoke to you, we have actually seen the boat 2 times. Another thing, I'm not necessarily going to miss having to bounce back and forth between Sheffield quite as regularly as we have done for the past couple of months. But we first saw the boat on this chunk on Friday the 13th of November. And that visit was particularly exciting, actually, because...
I got a bit tearful.
You did?
I welled up a bit.
Yeah.
Because the roof was on.
Yep.
And they cut the portholes. So it was looking like an actual boat.
And not just like an actual boat, like the boat that we've been looking at on M's iPad designs for the past, year or so. You know, just that... It's there, the pattern of the hatches and the portholes is there, and it actually looks good as well.
Yeah, I was worried about the placement of some of the portholes because they're not sort of perfectly even along the side, but it actually looks alright.
Yeah.
So really pleased about that.
Yes. Yes, the extended fore cabin wasn't on at that point, but the roof was on, and the roof was sort of shaped, and also they were, while we were there, we got to see them cutting the holes for the recessed panels, because we're having recessed panels on the back near the stern area. It's kind of a feature that a lot of the sort of traditional boats have, and basically to do recessed panels they have to cut them out and then kind of sort of mould them that way. And
recess them.
Yeah. So there were lots of sparks and there was lots of smoke. It was all very dramatic, and the really surprising thing was, wow, they do it quickly. They really do.
Lewis is a fast worker. Lewis, Jonathan Wilson's son.
Yeah.
Has been doing a lot of the work on the boat.
Yeah, it was really impressive because we were just sort of standing there, and I swear, 3 minutes, maybe a little bit more, and it was just like shung, 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 and it was done. And yeah, it was especially, and like we said on the previous one, there's lots of little details. There's lots of little details that you have to kind of look closely to really realise exactly how much work has gone into it. And then you look and you suddenly realise, oh yes, the bow is looking a lot nicer and is almost finished.
Yeah,
and
especially when we saw it on the... When was it? It was Tuesday the 20...
Oh yes, the 24th.
24th.
Yes. That was the second visit that we did, the most recent one.
They'd really progressed. They'd done most of the semi-trad stern.
Yes, we got to stand on the back.
And they'd done the rudder, which swings beautifully.
Yes.
And we got to climb up on the back and sort of stand on the top, and it was quite high. I'm sure it's higher than the higher boat that we were on. The sort of
it's a little bit difficult to tell, really.
Yeah,
There's a big difference between being on a boat on land and being on a boat on the river. But
I'm sure there was more space between our heads on the roof, so we had a better view over the top of it.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. This is very, very possible. And yeah, just lots and lots of little details had been done.
They started putting the rivets in.
Yes. Yes.
And all of the little sort of steel work around the shutters, the side doors,
Yes.
and stuff they'd done.
Yeah, the hatches themselves weren't in place
and
yet, but they were done. Yeah.
They'd started doing the hinges and stuff for the front locker, and they'd put I've forgotten what they're called. One of those T-shaped rope things that they'd put one of those in at the front of
Yes. We should really know what they're called by now, shouldn't we? It's like, we're so prepared. We are. We're so prepared.
One of those thingies.
Yes, one of them.
Put
one of
right
them.
around that thingy.
Yes. We'll be able to get by. It'll be no problem. It's been really, really nice to see it. I mean, the only slightly frustrating thing about the last visit was we were hoping that the enclosed fore cabin would be on by that point.
Yeah, because we wanted to sort of be able to get inside it and visualise the height of the bed, so that because the water tank is going under the bed.
Yes.
So we need to know the height to order the water tank. We need to know how high the water tank can be. But we figured it out. We did some measurements on our own bed and sort of figured we can go this high and be able to get onto the bed without having to climb onto the bed.
Yes.
Which
and it was quite nice because the water tank guy was there, which was very convenient, and so we were able to actually talk it through.
He just did some calculations on his phone. And he was like, "Oh yeah, you'll have this much water."
Yeah.
So we're going to have quite a big water tank.
Yes.
It's going to be. It's going to be low, but it's going to be long because we've got most of the space under the bed.
Yeah. Isn't it about 170 litres? Wasn't that
something?
Yeah, it was around. I'm sure that was around about the amount that he quoted, and
yeah, it's about almost twice what most.
Or certainly 50% bigger than the usual one, which is really nice and exactly what we want. It will take a long time to fill, but we can.
Was it gallons or litres? I can never remember.
Oh, I can never. It was something. It was 175 units of measurement that we will find out at a later date. And won't it be exciting when we discover that? Yeah. It's probably litres. I think 175 gallons sounds bigger, really, but I don't know. Let's move on before we expose exactly how little we know about what we're getting into.
Yeah, it should last us, over a week.
Yes, which is really. I mean, we had enough experience when we did the hire boat holiday that
had quite a small tank.
Yes,
so we had to fill it up a lot.
Yeah, basically every day, and yeah, if not having to do that every day would be very nice. But yeah, so that
could have gone longer between filling it up, but like when you had a shower. Like a 5-minute shower, it's sort of like, oh, that's like a third of the tank. Yeah,
yeah. Especially when you're on holiday, it's better to kind of take the precaution of filling it up all the time rather than just, oh well, we'll just stretch it a bit and then you're in the middle of nowhere and you have no water. That's not ideal. But yeah, that's the most recent point where we've actually sort of seen the boat, and each time we see it, we're just like.
So excited.
We just want it to be done. We just want it to be done. Hurry up, But we've actually heard from the boat builder Jonathan Wilson in the last couple of days, really, that the steelwork
should be done. We're going up on Friday this week.
Yeah,
it should be done.
It should be all finished. But the steelwork phase of it, there's lots to happen after that.
Yeah,
but
we need to fit an engine, and we're having a hospital silencer.
Yeah.
And it needs painting and spray foaming and battening.
Yes.
And I think that's
what. Just to clarify,
and the water tank going in.
Yes, just to clarify, the painting they're going to be doing is priming. Basically, they'll be blacking the underside and priming the top. We're going to have to handle the rest of the paint ourselves, which will.
Because it costs a ridiculous amount.
It does
to get a boat professionally painted. It can be up to 10 grand.
Yeah, I don't think the amount he quoted was quite that much, but it was pretty sizable.
It was more like 6 or something.
Yeah, it's because of I think it's because of the paint that they use and the processes that they use.
Yeah, it's sort of they put it in a special tent and
yeah, there's all Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff.
Days between coats.
Yeah, I mean,
it won't quite be like that when we're doing it.
No. But we'll be able to work it out, and hopefully, allegedly, if everything goes according to plan, the engine may be either being fitted or already fitted by the time we see it on Friday, which again will be fantastic. But we're getting really close, and that's one of the kind of main things at the moment is just that. Yeah,
we reckon we're going to get it just before Christmas.
Yes, there's this week in 2 weeks' time where for reasons of me graduating from an MA course, we've got to go to Manchester for 3 days, and we're seeing the new Star Wars film on a midnight screening, and we're pretty sure that's likely to be the week when the boat's ready. Just because everything has to happen at once, it's just the rules sometimes, But yeah, we've done a little bit of checking out as well, because we went to Colic Marina, the place where we're going to be actually mooring the boat, because we were getting a bit nervous just because it's been so long that we reserved a place in August.
Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 weeks to 3 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't quite work out that way, did it?
Yes, we were very apologetic.
Yes, and they were lovely. They were really, really nice about it, and it's not a problem. The reservation is still there, and we've got some paperwork to fill out, and another thing that we've got to actually look into is just we've actually got to get the insurance sorted fairly soon.
We need insurance. We need a BSS exemption certificate.
Yes, that's the thing.
Jonathan.
Yes.
And we need that in order to get the insurance and in order to get the marina.
Yeah.
And we need that and the insurance to get the marina. And I presume we need all three to get a boat license.
Oh God, yes. Yes, there's all this stuff that has to happen in a very precise order. And it's probably all going to happen at once, because we'll probably get like the go-ahead, and then it'll be like, and we'll be running around like headless chickens. But yeah, most of the last sort of month or so has not been running around like headless chickens. It's really been just sort of getting quietly both excited and tense.
I've had a lot of tension headaches.
Yeah. But
really can't wait to get them.
Yes, it's going to be a big relief when we have it, and that time is not that far away. But that's basically our situation at the moment, and we've left it a little while before doing one of these updates just because there wasn't an awful lot happening, really, so that seemed the sensible thing. But pretty soon there's going to be a lot happening, and we will be doing our best to keep you up to date with everything that's going on. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and if you've got any questions, pop them in the comments, and we will do our best to answer them on another Q&A video, because we should hopefully be doing another one within the next week or so, depending on how things go. But yeah, that's us, and we'll be back with you again soon. So until then, bye bye.